Today is a really special episode because if you've been following the past few episodes, we have been guiding you through our program, Your Road to Business Success, where we explain box by box the expert business canvas. And today, the session number 5 is on your marketing plan. In fact, in this episode, I talk about the 3 types of audiences that you have and how to communicate with them, what kind of content to create, and the top marketing strategies you must use to get consistent new leads. Also, to give you a quick update, right now I'm recording this introduction from the beautiful Singapore. It's the first time I have a trip in Asia and I absolutely love it. We have finished a few days ago our intensive and exclusive 100K experience retreat, where we work with a small number of people and creating an experience and helping them out with their businesses so they can become authorities in their field. So right now it's time to visit Singapore, and if you have any recommendation or where to go and what to do, please let me know. My email is simone@gtex.org.uk. Really appreciate your help and advice. Also, if you want to take your speaking business to the next level, getting booked, getting a constant flow of gigs coming to you, knowing how to establish yourself as a speaker, and in particular convert getting clients or getting paid gigs, then you can apply for our Monetise Your Speaking Business program, where we take only 15 speakers and experts to help them to create the speaking business that they want. Going back to the podcast, if you want to read the transcripts and get all the bonus resources, you can visit www.gtex.org.uk/194. Now it's time to get started. Enjoy this audio masterclass on your marketing plan. Enjoy. Hi and welcome to session number 5 of Your Road to Business Success. Simone Vincenzi here from GTeX with the Expert Biz Canvas. Now, last session we looked at your goals and the most important thing, which is will give you the focus and the direction what you want to achieve this year in 2018. Now it's time to go into the nitty-gritty. It's time to go into the implementation. So this video might be a bit longer than the other ones just because I need you to really understand how to create this perfect marketing plan. In fact, we are going to look at your marketing plan right now and your marketing strategy. Here we go. Look at this. How beautiful this is. Now, this part is really crucial because if you want to grow an expert business and in particular become an authority and have a sustainable business and make a lot of money, have a lot of clients and never struggle to have people where they can buy your product or services, you need to understand where people are in relationship to knowing you and your product or services. Now, there are going to be people, as you see here, that they are cold, which means they don't know you at all. These are the people that they will buy from you. They don't know you yet, and they will find you somehow, and I'm going to show you how, and then they will buy. Some of them they will buy immediately, but very small percentage of them. And then the others will buy between 3, 6, 12, 18 months time. Then we have the warm audience. These are the people that know you already but have never engaged with you. So they are aware of you, but they never bother to comment or like one of your posts, send you a message, inquire for a consultation. And then you have the smoking hot, man. And these are the people that are ready. They've already engaged with you, and they're ready to engage with you. They're ready to find out more about your courses, seminars, webinars, offers that you have, but not necessarily in the space of I want to become a client. They're ready to engage with you. Now, what you need to have is to have 3 things that you're going to do for every client. Now, for every kind of audience. Why 3? Because if you do 15, it's too much. You will go mental unless you have a marketing team. Then in that case, you can do 15. But if you don't have a full-blown marketing team, then just stick with 3. And then the other thing is that if you do 1, that's probably not enough. Because there is something that I've been listening to recently, actually, a person that I would recommend you to check him out is called Scott Alford. And it talks about omnipresence. It talks about being where your clients are and being strategic to be in different places, so then it feels to them that you are everywhere, even if you're spending a minimal amount of time in publishing or creating that content or those offers for them. And this is the principles that we are going to apply here in this model. So let's start the music. First of all, there are 3 things you need to do to get people to know you. Now, I'm going to share with you the top 3 that work for me and that will work for many expert businesses. And then you don't have to do this, but these are the things that will give you the biggest return on investment. And will shorten the cycle from I don't know you at all to I'm going to work with you. I'm going to pay you my money. So number 1 is external guest podcast interviews. I'm very big on this and it's something that I've been focusing on for the past few months, actually for the past year, for 2017. And it's so powerful because you are interviewed by someone else that already has an audience that trusts you, that trusts the host. So if I'm interviewed by someone else's podcast, then by transference of trust, they will trust me too. That's why this is so crucial. And it's very easy to get podcast interviews. In fact, if you don't know how to do it, good news, as part of this membership site, you have also a course called the Podcast Directory. It's a list of more than 1,000 podcasters that you can approach, all divided by categories and templates on how to approach them and how to become a guest on other people's podcasts. So that's number 1. The other thing is, which is the one that will give you the biggest result, is external speaking gigs. Speaking for free or paid to an external audience. Now, there is nothing more powerful than that. Because even if there are 5, 10, 15, 20 people in the audience, and you are sure that if you do a good job, people will come to you, right? And if you're not sure about how to convert people and to create presentation that sell, go to the course on the membership site called Selling from the Stage Like an Italian Stallion. You will absolutely love that. And then the other thing that works incredibly well right now is to deliver training to other people's Facebook group. Now, there are other people that have paid communities or free communities, and they're always looking for experts to come in and deliver relevant training to their audience to keep their audience engaged. Like a podcast host, they need you to keep their audience engaged. So by you approaching them, and not just go live and go behind their back, no, you approach them and you create a training together with the organizer of the group. First of all, they will promote that training because they have the authority within the group. And then you will find that in particular, if it's a paid group, which means that there are people there that are used to invest money in these kind of things, then you are going to get some clients, or if not clients, getting people following you from there because of trust. So the 3 things I would recommend you to do for people that don't know you at all. And then you have the warm audience. These are people that now somehow are they heard about you, and then you need to find a way to keep them engaged. Now, this is your social media effort. Means your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your LinkedIn. If you're running a podcast, for example, or you're running a Facebook live show on your page, this is all the content that you put out to people that somehow know you, have found you, and now you want them, the purpose of this is for them then to engage with you, which is going to be the next step. Now, first of all, is about social media. That's one of the bowls that you see there. I'll put your social media. Don't use more than 2 to 3 social media. Otherwise, you'll become mad unless you have a social media agency. But don't use just one social media. I would recommend for you to do at least 3 things. Because then again, is this aura of, Scott says, omnipresence, which means that they see you in other people's feed, they see you in other parts, and they go to one platform, you're there, they go to another platform, maybe you're there, and it will take you literally 3 seconds to copy and paste the same post to the other platform. Personally, I would always recommend, if you're an expert, to go into this market, to use LinkedIn and Facebook. LinkedIn and Facebook is where there is the shortest time between I heard about you, I'm following you, to I want to engage with you, because they are platforms that are designed for high engagement. And then you can choose another one. It can be Twitter or it can be Instagram. Choose another one that you can use as a social media, depending by your niche. Then the other thing that I wanted to choose is a content creation way. There is a great thing that I personally loved about having a podcast, which means that I'm able to connect with influencers and create content at the same time. If you want to create a podcast, there is a course on how to create a podcast in 5 days on the membership site. Make sure you check that course if that's part of your plan. Or as long as you create content as well for yourself or with other people, having a Facebook live show, that's fine as well. So now, with all these ideas that I gave you, I want you to pick three that you can use for the people that now have started following you, that for content that you're creating for them. It can be on your social media, blogs on your website, having a podcast that you host, having a Facebook live show on your Facebook page. Choose 3 of these things and be active on there, because then we are going to look at the implementation later on. And then the last part is what are you going to do with the people that now are smoking hot? So maybe they've seen you doing a speaking gig somewhere else, and they started following and listening to your podcast. Now they are ready to engage with you. They are ready to do one of these 3 things. One is download something from you, which is maybe a PDF or a video training that you have created for them, like a free opt-in that they can use. So that's one. The other thing that might want to do is to attend one of your events. So if you have a free event, that's awesome, or a low paid ticket event. Or the other thing, if you have a webinar, they can come on your webinar. Or the other one is your consultation. Have a consultation one-to-one. Now, in an ideal world, you want to have all these 4 things. You want to have a giveaway, you want to have a seminar, you want to have a webinar, and you want to have a consultations available. Because people will have different ways of buying. Some people love to buy from seminars. Some people love to buy from consultation. Some people love to buy from webinars. Other people love to just be in the email list and then buy from an email at a certain point. So, now, this is an ideal world. Based on where you are at, just focus on creating one of these things. Now, there are 2 things that you cannot avoid. One is a freebie giveaway, where you can start collecting data of these people that are following you. And the other thing is the consultation. Then you can choose. Once you have those 2 things in place, then you can choose, do I want to create a seminar? Do I want to create a webinar? If you already have a webinar, go out and create a seminar. If you already have a seminar, go out and create a webinar. If you don't have none of these 2, start with one. Do you love speaking more than presenting online things, or you are a bit scared about the tech? Then go to a seminar. Do you want to create a webinar and you want to go for it because maybe you live in an area where there are not many events going on, because geographically is it really important. Remember, events work if you are in an area where geographically people can attend it. Otherwise, it will be a complete flop. But webinars can be attended everywhere. So if that's the case, good news. In a membership site, we have a course on helping you how to create a high converting webinar and launch it in 14 days. So make sure that you check that training too, and it's going to be all in these resources. So now I'll give you all this idea. It's time for you to go into the plan and go into the canvas and fill out what is going to be your marketing plan for the different kind of audiences, to move someone from I don't know you to I'm going to buy from you. And then the next session is going to be about creating products and services. Now it's time to complete the task. Go on the Facebook group. Let me know when you have completed and post what you have written in your canvas, because I need to know, so then we can help you during the session that you are going to do with your coach at the end of the program. Any other question? Put them below and ask me any question on the Facebook group as well. I will be there helping you out. I know this is a longer video than the other ones, but I want to make sure that you were clear about this. Now it's time for you to go and complete this action. Time starts now, and let's do it.